Hey YouTube, it's Ariel here, arielphoenix.com, and today's video is a little bit different. As you can see from the screen, we are in Final Cut Pro and we are looking at two very similar but very different images. So what is going on here? I've been trying out MidJourney, which is the AI image creation tool that kind of follows DALL-E 2, which I now also have access to and I've been waiting for a very long time. And there's also another one I don't yet have access to, Stable Diffusion, but I'm really intrigued by all of these tools. I love AI, as you probably are aware of if you follow my YouTube channel and my blogging and whatnot. You will know that I am a fan of Jasper and these AI writers, and I really wanted to make this video because I feel like these two images that you can see on the screen now are the perfect depiction of AI generated text and AI assisted text. Because I get asked all the time, do you still use AI tools? Are you still using AI writers? How are your AI articles doing? And it kind of makes me cringe because I want to say yes, but no. Yes, I'm still using the tools and I'm not going to stop using the tools, but the way I use the AI tools is probably a lot different from the way you use them and the way you're willing to use them. And this video again is a perfect representation because the image on the left is just like the AI text. If you let it do its own thing, this is currently the state of AI generated text. This is what you get. So you tell it to do something, this is what it does. So you get something that is sort of, you can see where it's going, but it's not quite the standard that we are used to. This is not quite the standard of writing that we would like. It regurgitates information, it sometimes leads off somewhere else, it's not completely true. As you can see, there's elements of this image that you can see what they're trying to do, but they don't quite get there. Namely, this looks like it's tried to do her arms across her body and it's blended with whatever piece of clothing this is that she's wearing, and the hair, like it's tried to do an afro, but it's also, I think the prompt was like a Disney princess, like a black Disney princess. Well, I can't remember what the prompt was, but it's tried to do that, and it's tried to think about ways that, I love that it got the hair texture right. I love that it done that, but it's also tried to give her an afro, but also tried to not. Again, you can see what it's trying to do, and then it does something completely different. I'm going to press play now because I have a time lapse of what I've done and why these images are different. I'm getting ahead of myself. These images are, again, clearly similar but different, and I've used the AI generated image in MidJourney and then I've put it in Procreate. And listen, I'm not an artist. I can do some things, as you can see, but I'm not, if I sit down to draw, I could never do this on my own. I'm probably like really crapping on my own skills, and I'm sure with some classes I'd be decent, but right now I couldn't start this image and make it look this way on my own. So I've taken this image on the left and I knew that I could make it into something that it's supposed to be, and this is how I use AI writers. I use them in a completely different way and I merge them with my own writing ability to produce high quality content a lot faster. But again, it's just a solution. It's just another tool in my toolbox, in my arsenal. Let's hit play and let's see the time lapse. So you can see I just start like rectifying the things on her face. I had to start from a blank-ish canvas because those eyes were messed up. So I had to shade her face, do a bit of contouring. I guess the makeup skills help here because you know where the shadow is supposed to be on the face. I blended out the hair because it looks like she's wearing a helmet or something on the side. So I've like blended out the hair, and then I've just started rectifying the item of clothing that MidJourney had given her. So just clearing up any imperfections. The good thing about Procreate is that you can use the smudge tool, and I used the heck out of the smudge tool to fix this image, because again, when you generate something from MidJourney, it's already got the shading, it knows what it's supposed to be doing. And if you're not an artist and you don't know how to do that, my shading skills don't go that far, and I'd have to recreate every texture if I wasn't using the smudge tool. So the smudge tool just helps me to extend things that could have went a bit further and then merge them a bit better. That's what I'm doing here. I'm putting her in a Jamaican flag crop top sort of thing, again, because I like what they tried to do. I like what MidJourney tried to do with the cross, the armor type thing. So I thought, okay, I know the Jamaican flag, I might as well make that instead, and then I can match the colors for the skirt, which is what I'd done. So just using a bit of my highlighting skills to separate the clothing from the hair in the back. So I'm just playing around in the tool. I'm not a pro on Procreate at all. There's a few things I know what to do. So again, these AI tools are just tools. They are just things that are here to make our life easier. And I think as time goes on, they're going to get better and better. But if you are creative enough, you can use them in ways that most people are not willing to use them, and you can create some really good stuff as they are now. Honestly, the quality of what the AI tools can do now, that is the AI video production, AI writing, AI image generation, the quality that it can already, we are in infancy, but the quality that it creates at the moment, if you can't find ways to make this fit into your, whether it's videos or books or whatever you do, if you can't find ways to use this as it is and get ahead of the curve, then that's a you problem. That really is a you problem. There is absolutely no reason to crap on these AI tools as they are. They are brilliant. And I know many people that are just listening to people say these negative things and they're just getting on with it. And I think I personally need to stop trying to defend them. If you can't see the light, that's a you problem. I'm going to crack on. I'm going to make these amazing images. And yeah, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments. What are your views on MidJourney? Do you have access to MidJourney? Let's bring this back. Do you have access to MidJourney? Do you have access to Stable Diffusion? Are you waiting for Google's imaging? Are you completely new to all of this stuff? Did you know this existed? Is this your first introduction of these tools? What I'm going to do is, in the comment section, there's no affiliate program. It's a shame. There's no affiliate program for these tools at the moment. You do have to get on the waiting list to have access to most of them. MidJourney gives you access, I think, pretty much immediately. Stable Diffusion I've not yet been invited to. Google's imaging is still in, I'm calling it imaging. I don't know if it's Imagine or Imagine or whatever, but Google's AI image tool is still in production. They want to make sure that it's safe and people can't generate any dodgy images, which is what people would do before they release that, if they are releasing it to the public. DALL-E was a bit more free in the beginning, but now it gives you like 50 credits and tops up every month a certain amount, but you can also pay for credits. MidJourney has the best payment plan, where I think it's $30 a month for unlimited credits, so you could just keep generating images, which is amazing. It's been so good. But I'll put links in the description for all of those to sign up, get on the waiting list, play around with them. Do let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to see more of the images that I generate and how I'm actually using it, I can probably do a video, like an over-the-shoulder video of what I'm doing. But yeah, it's a bit different, but I do think it ties into the content creation and the stuff that we're doing here, because I tweeted already today that doing your own images are so important. Original images are so important, because I've now found a way to reverse search a lot of these free images, and I know if I kind of discovered that, then it's already been done. People have already been doing it. I definitely didn't Christopher Columbus my way onto that concept. Or sorry, I have Christopher Columbus my way onto that concept because I've discovered it. But in any case, using images, free stock images, people can find your stuff. You do want to be using original images. You don't want images that 1,000 people have already used or 10,000 people. So this is a way to do that. Obviously, you can take your own original images. You can take these free stock images and edit them heavily, which is something I also do. Or you can generate your own precise images to go under your headings, which is something that I'm doing now too. Yeah, play around with the tools. Let me know what you think in the comments. That's it, guys. Peace.